In today's video, I'll show you how to create a piece of mosaic art that your coffee table and plants will love. It'll be a conversation piece and the new star in your home decor. And you can pick the colors and design to fit your style. Let's get to it. Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Julie. And on this channel, we talk about tips, tricks, tools, adhesives, materials, and specific mosaic projects, all to shorten your learning curve when it comes to creating mosaic art. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please consider subscribing. There's a lot of people moving around these days. Isn't that a welcome change? In particular with this project, I'm thinking about kids who are getting ready to go away to college, or maybe somebody who just got their first apartment, or perhaps folks who are moving into a new home, or those of us who just want to refresh in our interior and we're not moving anywhere. And maybe none of these scenarios fit you, but you have a friend who's a plant parent and they're looking for a new accessory for one of their new little babies. I don't know, where do I get this stuff from? So in other words, there's a whole lot of decorating going on. I thought it would be fun to whip up a quick project that will make a big statement for little money, little time, and sort of little effort. And it's a project that could fit any of those scenarios. You know, I remember when I was getting ready to go away to college, it was an exciting time. I was gathering up home decor items and I couldn't wait to decorate my new place at college. It was exciting. I was moving out of my parents' house for the first time. I'm referring to this project as a plant saucer or coaster because that's what the manufacturers market it as, but I think it's so much more. Besides using it for your plants, I see this as somewhere where you can park a coffee cup or a tea kettle. You could even use it as a trivet in the kitchen or dining area if you wanted to. But more importantly, what I'm thinking of is you could build a whole tablescape on your coffee table with this as the focal point. The substrate I'm using today is an 8-inch bamboo saucer for plants. Normally you would put this under your plants to catch any runoff water after watering your plants. Bamboo has many great qualities, but in particular relating to our substrate today, it's water resistant and very strong. And as a mosaic artist, when we hear water resistant, very strong, we're like, what is this substrate? Perfect for mosaics. I previously did a video here on the channel all about how to prep wood for mosaic, and I'll put a link here in the description card as well as down below so you can check it out. Okay, so I've prepped the surface for tiling. The TESSERAE I'm using today is a thin, glossy, solid colored ceramic. It's 1/8 inch thick, which is perfect because the depth of the saucer is also 1/8 inch thick, which means my tile will be at the same level or height as the frame around the saucer. If you would like to have your tile at a lower level than the frame of the saucer, then you want to look for something a little thinner, like perhaps vitreous glass. The adhesive for this project is Weilbacher. It's a very strong white glue that dries clear. And what I really like about this adhesive for this particular project is that it won't bulk up the tile so that the tile can remain at the same level as the frame around the saucer. This will be a grouted mosaic project, which we'll get to later in the video. But before I do anything, I'm going to prep the saucer for this project, which means taping off all of the areas except for the area that will be tiled. And this is so that the grout does not discolor it. When thinking about a design for something like this, you want to think about how are you going to use it. Are you going to put a plant on it? Therefore, there's only going to be a little area that may be seen. Or are you going to put a smaller plant or mug or vase on it where more of the design will be seen? If you do that, you could get a little more elaborate with your design because more of the saucer will be showing. So going back to the TESSERAE, you're going to want to think about the main areas and colors of your design, and you'll want to place those on your tiled area where they can be seen. I want to use this saucer in all sorts of ways, so I will keep that in mind as I'm thinking about my design. I've selected my colors which play off the rug in the room, and I'll also have these coasters which I previously made on the same table as this saucer, so I needed to make sure that they all worked together. And as you're thinking about colors and design, if you are going to put a plant on this saucer, you also want to think about what color is the flower pot that your plant is in. If you love it, you need to make sure that the design you choose and the colors you choose for the saucer play nicely with the flower pot. I've come up with a design and I've loosely drawn it on the surface just to give me an idea of where my tiling should be. And now I'm ready to cut my pieces. Okay, pieces are cut, and now I'm ready for the fun part, tiling. Okay, it's tiled and I'm gonna let it sit here for at least 24 hours before I grout. It's time to grout, and after looking at the colors as well as the room that this is going to be in, I have decided I'm gonna go with a dark gray grout. Dark gray is also a great color should you be using this for a plant because it tends to hide stains really well. I will say that if you do use this for a plant, I highly recommend using a fortified grout, which is going to give you some elasticity regarding moisture from the plant. As I mentioned, gray grout is very forgiving, so keep that in mind when you're thinking about colors. I've mixed up my fortified grout and I'm ready to get started. If you'd like to see how I mix up small batches of grout, I'll put a link here in the description card as well as down below, and you'll want to go to the grouting chapter of that video. My grout has been sitting here about 10 minutes and now I'm ready to grout. I'll grout in clockwise, counterclockwise motion, moving the grout around, getting it into the cracks and crevices where the tiles join. Okay, it's grouted. I'm gonna let it sit here for 10 minutes to dry a little bit, and then I'll come back and clean it off. It's looking good and starting to dry, so now I'm going to clean off the tile surface area. And I like to use a dry paper towel to remove the grout instead of a damp sponge. I'll remove the grout in the same way I put it on. Clockwise, counterclockwise motions. It's grouted, and now I'll remove the tape from around the edge and back. I think it's sweet and fits the coffee table and room perfectly. And whether you grow plants or keep artificial varieties around, it'll definitely bring a certain feel or vibe to your tablescape. You'll have a solid foundation to build on. It's exactly what I was hoping for and certainly dresses up my artificial plant. Let me know in the comments if you display mosaics on your coffee table, and if so, what? Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up as it really does help my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell notification so you never miss a single upload, and let me know in the comments if there's something you'd like me to cover in a future video. I'll see you soon. Bye. Getting a ray. Why can't I get this? And it won't bulk. Well, let's start that one over. Hi. What are you still doing here? Go have fun. Make some mosaics. Get that saucer. Get those tiles. Have fun. We have no bloopers. No bloopers for this one. And that's okay. If you're looking for more mosaic inspiration, you can check out one of these two videos. Until then, see ya. And that's a rock. Whoa, 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 whoa.